Hey, just a quick note from Mexico. Hey, you guys. Just wanted to kind of give you a bit of a insight into what's going on and how I'm doing down here. So, been working kind of on a regular basis on my program. We're doing. I'm in Mexico, and I've been working on. I'm creating this course for dads in recovery. Um, when I first started this, it's almost a month ago or so. A couple of things. One is I had no friggin' idea how big a job it was going to be. Wow, and how deep it goes, and how needed it is. Holy Toledo! I've interviewed 28 men so far, and I need some more. If you know any men who are dads and they're in recovery from, any addiction, alcoholism, whatever the recovery looks like. I'm looking for some more fellas to interview. They're short interviews, 45 minutes, very private, personal. It's not aired, but I'm learning so much. It's amazing how many of the dads that I'm interviewing, their dad was an alcoholic or an addict, and many of the men, their dads didn't get recovery, and it puts them in a bit of a tough spot, because it's a funny thing. This job of being a dad, every man that I've interviewed so far, without exception, says that the job of being a father is like the most important job in their life. And they've never, almost all of them have never taken any training or any courses or really had anywhere to go to ask questions or to talk about the job as a dad. It's like it's something we're just supposed to friggin' well know, you know? And we don't know. And we don't know that we don't know. And so we're just kind of eyeballing it, We're just, and we don't get do-overs, And uh, almost to a T, almost 100% of the men say that they really want their kids to know that they love them, and yet, in many cases, dads aren't even with the kids, and they're not estranged so much, although that happens too. There's been some men, young and older, who are estranged from their kids, and so I've just gotten so much information from doing this, doing these interviews. Just it's been amazing. So if you're a dad in recovery, or if you know a dad in recovery, this is going to be great. The information is going to come out of this. I believe it's going to be transformational for a lot of men. It's going to be honest. We're going to talk about some things that in the courses are going to be touchy. A relationship with the kid's mom. Let's look at that. I mean, everyone. Oh, this is another amazing thing. Every single guy, when I say how important is your relationship with the kid's mom, they say, "Wow, it's paramount. It's really friggin' important." And well, how you doing with that? Well, I'm taking her to court next month. It's so there's a lot of frustration, and guys are kind of don't know what to do, and they're maybe not getting advice from the best of people, and I can't wait to put this together. The way the course is going to be set up, we're creating these modules, or maybe be 8 or 10 modules, where they're about a lot of different areas. Spirituality. I mean, how do we broach the subject, right? Many of us don't know what to talk about our kids around spirituality, or the relationship with our higher power. And so we're going to talk about that. It's going to be one of the the things, and it's not just going to be me telling people. It's going to be questions. We're going to ask questions, and it's going to be homework in this course, and I'm excited about it. It's coming together. And I think it's going to make a difference. We're going to talk about your relationship with your dad, if he's alive, and even if he's not alive, because a lot of what we're doing A lot of men, I've heard men say, Jesus, I just don't want to be like my dad. Well, let's just look at that. Let's look at it. That's not a good enough context to parent from. how, how you're parenting? Well, I'm being a pretty good dad because I know I'm doing my very best not to be like my dad. Well, that isn't the deal, and things. Another piece that's going to be in it is how to be with our kids. I don't know about you guys, but I remember as a dad, a young dad. I've been a dad for over 40 years, but as a young dad, I had a tough time. I didn't know how to be with children. When my kids were little, it was really difficult for me. I just didn't know how to be with them, you know. I mean, I have a great relationship with my adult children, but I struggled in the early days. I really did because I didn't know how to be with kids. So we're going to talk about that in the course. So I'm open to suggestions. Any thoughts you have about what do you think that the dads, dads in recovery that what are they doing well, and what are they not doing so well, and we have a tendency to delude ourselves. It seems to come with the disease. And so we're going to lay some stuff out in the course. We're going to ask some tough questions, so that you can actually see yourself are you actually being the dad you want to be? Are you doing the job? And let's figure out what it is you want as the dad. I'm not going to set any standards, I'm going to share with you what I got from other people and what's working. But one of the things that I found that's working for guys and dads, and I think that this is a consistency, showing up on a regular basis for your kids. If you're not with them, even if you don't have access, and I've talked to men who don't have access right now, but they can call. And I learned some great stuff. Dads in recovery. It's been great to be down here, making these calls from here. So if you're a dad in recovery, I would love to interview you. I'd love to talk to you about that. We're going to talk to some women as well. The course is not for women; it's for men. It's a dad's course. But if you're a woman whose dad was an addict or an alcoholic, in recovery or not, and if you happen to marry an alcoholic or an addict, in recovery or not, I'd like to talk to you about your experience. I'd like to get a bit of different perspective. What did you see? How did it come together for you? I really like that conversation. And it's confidential, of course. So that's it. Things are good. Good. Things are good. I was thinking about gratitude the other day, and gratitude is, I believe, for everything. Nothing here on the planet is not for us. It's all for us. So gratitude is for everything. It's not, when you put together a gratitude list, sometimes in the gratitude list, I know I'm kind of swinging from one thing to another, but I just want to talk about gratitude for a minute. In the gratitude list, often you're looking for all the things that you like. You say, this is good, and this is bad, and this is good, and this is bad. And the thing you thought was the shittiest thing that could have happened, a couple of months down the road, you're thinking, wow, I'm sure glad that happened. So I get that from our limited perspective, we can't tell what's been the greatest thing and what hasn't been. So let's be grateful for everything. For everything. Let's look at the world as this, a beautiful gift. Our life is a beautiful gift. Every piece of it, every minute of it. Let's live in gratitude. Okay? Yeah, that's my little message. So, dads in recovery, working on the course, need some more dads to talk to. And please, shoot me some names. You can send them to me by private messenger if you want, or text them to me if you like, or send them to me on Facebook if you like in private messenger, however Yeah, that's it. That's it. So a little gratitude. I have a lot of gratitude. And I'm not just saying because I'm down here and it's 25 degrees and the sun's shining. I went for a swim and long walk on the beach. I'm not just saying I'm grateful for those things. If I was home and I hear it was 20 below this morning, I'd still be grateful for the beautiful place I live and for the snow and all of that. It's all amazing. Life is so amazing. Okay. Love you guys. Lots. Amazing. Lots and lots and lots. And yeah, that's it. Lots of things. I think of things later I could have said, but here we go. Maybe one day I'll take notes and follow notes when I. Okay. Love you lots. Thanks.